Noisy Pixel.
This is how it started. The gears of fate screeched as they pulled the curtain on the rotten, wobbly stage called Bran.
The latest Tailrock developed RPG had me curious since it's inspired by JRPGs from the 90s. While it started out to be a fun experience in the beginning, sadly, it ended up being a lackluster RPG that could have used a bit more time in development. I'm Brad Cuspo, and this is Noisy Pixel's review of Grimshade, written by Lynn Carmella. Grimshade follows the protagonist, Alistair, who is considered a champion and is on a quest to try and save the city of Bran, which has been getting attacked by strange monsters. As if that's not bad enough already, the king and his champions have disappeared, so it's up to Alistair and a party of other characters to march forth and save the city. Grimshade's first few hours are quite linear, as there is basically a main quest that you have to follow. However, the game does have a lot of lore to explore and plenty of text to read, but to be honest, I found myself not really caring about the text-heavy story overall. Similar to the beginning of the story, the turn-based combat in Grimshade is kept pretty straightforward, even though I needed some time to get used to it. For players that find combat difficult, there are difficulty options to choose from. Every battle generally plays out the same way, which makes them very repetitive, but one element I liked was that every character has special individual items with different effects. Some encounters seem to last forever though, as you can't skip any turns, so you'll end up taking a bit of time just sitting and waiting. What's worse is that the game really starts to stutter when you're fighting against more than a few enemies at once. Now, you could say it's not a big deal, because the game is still playable, right? Well, sadly, it doesn't end with this. While the first few hours of the game are alright and I didn't notice anything strange, Grimshade is full of bugs that can potentially force you to restart the whole game. However, not everything is grim with Grimshade. The graphics and art style of the game really reminds me of JRPGs from the 90s, so everyone who liked those games will be happy with Grimshade's look. Since I enjoy visually pleasing graphics, I was very pleased to see that Grimshade supports 4K resolution. However, as I was playing this game in 4K, although it looked really nice, I noticed that this game is poorly optimized for this resolution, especially since the game text gets way too small. So I ended up changing the resolution to 1080p. All in all, while Grimshade started off pretty fun, my immersion got destroyed due to its bugs and poor optimization. While it does have an interesting premise and some nice features that aren't totally executed completely, I would have recommended the game go through a bit more time in QA to maximize on its strengths and fix some of its game-breaking bugs. It's such a shame, but I unfortunately cannot recommend Grimshade in its current state. Noisy Pixel is giving Grimshade a 3.6 out of 10. Thanks for watching. You can read our full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all of our future content.